get started. Okay, who wants to do recap? Because I actually honestly don't remember what happened last time, and it's only been like, what, a week, 2 weeks?
A couple weeks.
Yeah, so
Exactly, a couple of weeks.
who wants to recap? Because I totally forgot what happened last time.
Never. I hate those.
Yes. You want to do it for it, or you want me to do it?
You can go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it then. So first off, the majority of the being excessive spent talking about questionable ideas of attack. Because yeah, we were just about to rescue Myiari. We eventually settled on blowing up the tower receiver on top to disable all of the robots patrolling the area. We then made stairs, climbed up, got her out. Yeah, it's that simple.
And left. It's just that easy. Just make stairs, walk in.
Walk down.
And people leave.
I will never
and
get over. Oh, go ahead.
And also, don't forget to have the fighter just stand next to the door menacingly.
Shadow Ash once again destroyed by door.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, using the doors in that way, I applaud you. That was actually really clever and also really funny.
And then afterwards, yeah, we made it back to our little Gold Lake Hotel and spent a while talking to Myiari. And we decided to, keep her here for a bit because otherwise she might be in danger.
And if she goes to stay with a friend, that might put them in danger. Meanwhile, we're already in danger, so it's like our amount of in danger doesn't really increase.
Oh, and Ash is sulking.
Yeah, Ash
That's
is
it.
sulking, like, somewhere up here. Where is he? Yeah, he's
By the
over
lights over here.
Yeah. So I actually did sort out with Nate beforehand what he's going to be doing, at least for part of the session. He's just going to be chatting with Peace up here for a bit. And I did discuss with him the contents of that conversation in the off chance that anyone decides to listen in or is nearby. So, I did sort that out. Anyway, you guys can go ahead and give yourself some hero points. Yay!
Yippee!
I'm missing any? Let me check. Okay.
Also, I will note
I am missing one, yes.
I will note that you guys have proven to be insanely clever because no matter what I throw at you, you still manage to come up with solutions that I never factored in, or things I never considered. And I consider a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
This is what happens when you reward creativity.
yeah, you guys continue to manage outsmarting me. I'm not afraid to admit that. It's really funny because yeah.
I mean, that just means that we're outsmarting the enemy. If not even the DM can expect what we're doing, Quint can't.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and unpause, and you guys can. You're free to move around and do whatever you like. Myiari's just hanging around.
Drinking.
Yes, drinking. Yeah, I believe she's drinking alcohol straight from the bottle.
We're cheating, get it? Do they actually have like alcohol in these kind of places?
Either yes from like the mini bar, or you guys brought it with you. That's up to you.
I don't know which one which we carry alcohol though.
I believe we said that we brought it from the mini fridge.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's a
yeah,
type
enjoy
thing.
that. Enjoy that like 50 GP surcharge, Doc.
Someone just cracked
Speaking
open
of
a
the
can.
fridge.
Speaking of the fridge, yes.
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 Yep.
What about the fridge?
It was a joke based upon the sound of a crisp can being opened.
Oh, I thought I muted this. Crap.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
We heard it loud and clear.
I opened a can. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm drinking. Not alcohol, by the way. It's just a soda.
I can't
Oh.
believe the GM is getting drunk during the start of the session.
Yeah, I
So,
really
I
really
admitted
can't believe it.
He's getting
Oh
drunk.
my
Just
God,
working
Cole,
on.
No. That was
No,
that was
what-
awful,
what?
Cole. I will dock you hero points for that. No, I'm not. No.
Do it.
I
Do it.
thought you were about to say you were gonna dox him.
Damn.
That wouldn't be all that difficult. Do it.
No, it really wouldn't because I already know where he lives.
Yeah. Oh, knows our addresses.
No, well, kinda, yeah, I guess. I know the
Not
general
incorrect.
area.
No, you have my address. You sent
Oh,
it
yeah.
here before.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, yeah. What are you guys doing right now? What would you like to do?
Trolling the DM mostly.
Troll the DM.
Aside from trolling the DM.
Sir, Miss Uwu. Anyways,
Someone's got to do it, man.
No uwus. You're not getting any uwus today.
I'm not.
Damn. All this time,
What?
Duncan's dream had been his own cat girl, but it's now shattered. This is the worst.
oof.
How could you do this?
I deleted it. I closed the clock. What time is it in game?
Yeah, how late is it?
What is 2100? It's I think 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not very late.
It's like average time. It's not very late, no.
I think we were talking about something at the end of the last session, but I don't remember what.
I can't
honestly don't
remember. I wasn't there
remember
most of the time.
I honestly don't remember either.
It was. We learned that Myiari heard that
Oh yeah, right.
Quint said that he's going to be expediting some plans, or like, she was a distraction. We know that, so we were trying to figure out what.
Oh right, yeah. That you got that right. Yeah. So, Quint is intending on what day is it? It is the 14th. So. He's intending on speeding up his plans, and yeah, Myiari was, ooh, excuse me, distraction for you guys. Where, you know, if they manage to kill you, great. If not, well, Quint's still got his stuff going, with you guys occupied.
So, if I had to guess, that means the next day stuff's gonna go down.
No, you don't know. Next day, next
We don't
couple
know.
of days, you're not sure, but he's definitely planning on moving things ahead of schedule.
Because we know where the locations are, and we already gave him the will, so it's not like he has that much time.
Ooh, he doesn't know that we gave them that. He doesn't know Will, as far as we know. So he almost certainly wouldn't know that he has that kind of information. I think it might not be a bad idea to just like send a text to the Sirens group chat just to tell them like we told them who Quint is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Hey guys, Quint's like very pissed. Things are probably going to be coming to a head like really soon. Stay safe. Keep an eye out.
I actually had kind of an idea. Like, as the time comes closer to when Quint does do his thingy, or, yeah. But when time comes close to when he's about to act, we could probably get everyone together and hold a big strategy meeting.
Possibly.
That's fair, but at the same, it would be good to warn ahead of, like, at the very least, like, say, hey, be aware things are gonna come down. We're probably gonna be asking you guys for help soon, so just be aware. Don't, like, schedule your niece's birthday party soon.
Yeah.
Make sure your niece does not have a birthday soon. That cannot happen.
Tell her to suck it up, Buttercup.
Nice.
Go to find their birth certificate, write out the birthday, and move it to a week later. Gaslight your nieces into thinking their birthday is a week later, just in case, okay, everyone?
I think you're getting a little off topic on this text message.
Yeah.
I feel
Anyway.
like he's just trying to tell us that he's not, in fact, heading to his niece's birthday party anytime soon.
They, ultimately just... Yeah, actually, just sending a... I'm going to assume we have a group chat. At this point, just because we've...
We went to the train station together, so
That's actually a pretty good point. When you get a decently modern-themed campaign, you can just have the IC group chats with an actual chat client and make group chats.
we have Discord. Yes.
You can just do that.
Filling the dragon group chat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, like that's one thing I did sort of anticipate when it came to, you know, having a modern setting for a campaign. There are certain things that become inevitable, like the instant communication. So hey, you don't need sending stones anywhere. You can just call up your buddy, and it's not really gonna be too much of an issue.
Yeah, but the good thing about sending stones is that they're naturally encrypted.
That's... Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can encrypt phones.
You can, and it can be broken, but there's no way I know of, until the DM dreams of something, because she can just do that, to have a sending stone go, hey, intercept that shit.
And I
Also,
mean,
with sending, it's like, you can't exactly have your brain on mute. You're gonna
Oh,
hear it
yeah.
truly instantly.
yeah, that is true.
You can't
So,
ignore
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's not like your phone where you can just ignore a call with caller ID. It's like, oh, I don't feel
Oh,
like
Phoe.
picking up right
You
now.
don't know my relatives. I don't get to ignore those either.
Oh, Phoe, imagine sending stone spam callers.
Oh, that's
Hideous.
funny. That's funny.
Just going through a list of names. Hi, is this name? We are sending you this sending to inform you of your car's extended warranty.
Exactly. They can't not hear it.
I really do.
I mean, you run into the same problem if you have an extremely high magic setting as well. Like, advanced magic is really pretty much just, you know, tech at that point.
I mean, what's the saying? Magic is just technology we've yet to understand.
Yeah. Or like, sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from technology.
You are free to
That's
upvote
what I was
Mr.
thinking of,
Clark,
yeah.
yes. That is something you're welcome to do.
So, yeah, sending a message in the group chat, just like, hey guys, just wanna let you know, we had heard that Quint's. Just wanna let you know, Quint's getting like real pissed. He's real pissed. We heard that he's gonna be speeding up his quote unquote plans. So just keep an eye out and stay safe. We might need it. We might need your help again pretty soon.
Yeah.
You get a couple of thumbs up emojis in the group chat.
Left on red. Actually, no, that's better than being left on red. All right.
Don't want to be left on red? Invest in some charisma.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I have the second or third highest charisma in the party.
Actually, maybe you do. I think you do. Or I think maybe second highest? I'm not sure.
He's second highest. He's second.
What's your charisma at?
+2.
I'm pretty sure Duncan's is higher at that point.
Cumaenos has a +4.
Then he wins. There.
Oh, wait, never
But
mind.
yeah, mine's +3.
Oh wait,
Oh.
Crew's the third highest.
Yeah, it's the third highest. Yeah, I forgot Duncan has sufficiently high charisma boy.
Doc is tied with Crew.
I'm fine.
Oh god, I'm tied with Doc?
And Ash has 1. Look,
It's
he used to have +0, but
okay.
now he has +2. Look.
Could be worse. Not gonna tell you how, but it could be done.
Okay.
This is going swimmingly.
It still
I'm trying-
amuses me that the highest charisma person in the party is also the most standoffish and creepiest. I mean, Doc is still pretty creepy, but
Less creepy.
You if Doc were to approach you without saying anything in like a public place, you wouldn't be scared if he's in that form.
yeah.
If Cumaenos were to approach you in a public place, you're running.
I'm about to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
To be
Actually-
fair, he does use his powers for good, such as trolling the local succubi, but you know.
Exactly.
And also distracting parking lot guards.
Yes.
He's persuasive. He's not. He can be personable, hypothetically speaking. He just actively decides not to be.
This is fine.
Which is actually a very impressive skill.
No, it's
Sneaks
not.
in the car, goes with Ash and Crew to Myiari's house. Doesn't get noticed till they're at the door.
Says nothing.
What's now? Just actually having mastered the skill of moving so slowly that it can't be perceived by the naked eye.
Alrighty. So aside from messaging the sirens, what else would you guys like to do?
I'm trying to think if Crew has like the level of friends where if you just like tell them that like you're on the run, they'd just be like, cool, good luck.
You know what? Good question.
He probably not gonna RP it out, just like, but he probably does. He's just gonna like be talking to them for a bit, just like, hey guys, sorry for being quiet the last few days. You aren't gonna believe the week I've had.
The 2 weeks you had it. Like 2.
You aren't gonna believe. Well, no, they believed the first week. It was on the news.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean,
And
the
just
sirens-
basically, the main part is just also telling his close friends, just like, they might be after you too. Just good luck.
You-
Try
you
to keep an eye out for whenever you're outside. Don't
You, t-
stay with a friend.
you tell them that, and then they're like, "Did you commit insurance fraud?"
Not yet. I'm still working on it.
You got into like a mines accident, and suddenly it's like, "Oh, do you need insurance fraud to get past
Wait a
that?"
minute. Wait a minute. Why didn't we get workers' comp? Aaron should get workers' comp, right?
I mean,
We know that.
technically speaking, they would, I guess, qualify it as contract, like, contractors, independent contractors. Unless you're part of a guild.
Oh right, and we technically did get workers' comp. It was just under the table before the
Yeah.
place burned down.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Like that's the way I interpret it. Errands are technically qualified as independent contractors, which is why most places make use of them, because like they're not technically part of the dedicated employee staff of a given company that makes, you know, use of those sorts of things. So you don't have to pay like health insurance, benefits, or whatever. But if you're part of a guild, then you are like, you know, on the payroll, so you do get benefits and stuff.
Yes. Did someone say guild? Did someone say guild?
Oh right, you did get that. Do you just like take it out at the table?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, no one knows you have that yet.
Ash knows, but that's it.
I don't think there's anything I want. Oh right, I wanted to work on the orb just like for the couple hours I have.
Alright, what would you like to do with the orb in particular?
Let's see. How many do we have again?
I think you have like 3 or 4. Let me double check. I think
Oh wait,
Ash-
I'm counting.
There were
Ash
4 in the
has
train.
some.
There were 4 in the train station. There was
We have
1 in the
6.
graveyard.
Oh, you have
We
6.
have 6.
Okay.
Alright, if I remember correctly, my options were to turn one of them into effectively like a singing blade.
Yeah, I believe I informed you of what you could turn it into. Yeah.
One second, let me. I think the list is in a Google Doc somewhere. Let me try to find it.
I think one was like the equivalent of the singing sword.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of like a little floating DJ bot sort of thing that follows you around, does not shut up, you cannot turn it off.
That's like the perfect weapon.
Let's see. I think I have it in here somewhere as well. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's just like a DJ orb, so functions like a singing sword, and you can name it or program its personality.
Oh, you can program it.
Yeah. You
That
can
opens
also-
some funny things you can do with it.
another thing that you can create with the orbs, you can create a dissonance orb, which functions as a mobile counter performance.
Right, that was the priority.
Yeah, I think we need that one. I really do think we need it.
But you have
Especially
to-
because it sounds like we're gonna be. If he's expediting, that means we're probably gonna have to be finding him soon. So
You do have to manually deploy it in order for it to work, so you can't just have it in your inventory in order for it to be active. You have to actually place it on the field.
how many? I assume it'd be like action to turn it on and action to place it, or would it just be one action?
Action to activate and action to deploy.
Got it.
Oh,
got
actually,
it.
no, wait, you're dropping it, so yeah, no, you wouldn't have, it wouldn't cost an action.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I have a free hand, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, I think after eating something for the first time in 3 days,
That's not like instant ramen packages.
I wouldn't go that far. We may have a kitchen, we don't have food, and the only person in this group who knows how to cook is Myiari, and she's currently busy.
Maybe he has no energy to cook either.
Exactly. So, just while working in the lab, there's the occasional crunch as he's biting into a raw cup noodle package.
Nice.
Did you hear that they're making? I only recently learned this. They're making them with paper cups now instead of styrofoam, so it can actually be microwaved.
I've never had the urge to microwave one of these, I say, but I live in a country where we actually have tea kettles. Or just water kettles, frankly.
I mean, I have water kettles too. You know what doesn't have them? A college campus. So we
Right.
have like 5 microwaves for some reason. 2 of them don't work.
Like, why is this such a foreign technology to some
Wait,
nations?
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to have electric kettles in your dorm room.
Not in our dorm. It's the
Oh.
I don't live in a dorm,
How are
so
they
I don't
going to
know. I
enforce
just noticed
that?
that.
Are they going to
Yeah.
fucking knock on your door going, is that a fucking electric kettle? How could, like,
I don't know. Again, I don't live in a dorm. I'm just know the cafeteria, 5 microwaves. 2 of them, at least 2 of them, don't work.
Wait, like if there's a cafeteria, I'm sure like they would have like an electric kettle or something. Still, office workplaces usually have an electric kettle.
The cafeteria currently is nothing but a place to sit and eat. There are no like food places in the cafeteria in and of itself. We rely on food trucks because
listen. I
something
can
that
get,
happened at the
I can
start of
get
last
not
year.
having an electric kettle, kind of, but banning them? Why are they banned?
I don't know if I said banned. That is not what I meant. I just meant not have. I apologize if I was unclear on that.
It's like I hardly lifted up in university or anything. I ate for 5 years a day, for Christ's sake. But I had an electric kettle. I could boil my own water without leaving my room. It's such a basic
I highly doubt that they're like banned in dorms. I'm still waking up, so I must have misspoke.
Still waking up, bro. Dude.
Shush, Carhass, it's nighttime for you, but if it's like early afternoon for everybody else.
I woke up at 6 o'clock
just
this
waking
morning.
up is a good thing.
I woke up at 7 also.
Man, you guys.
Now, whether or not I went back to bed an hour after that is entirely irrelevant.
I slept
also
until
not-
10.
It's also not night. It's 7:30. It's still pretty light outside.
Anyway.
Oh, Nate's in chat.
Anyways,
Yeah.
He's watching us while in football.
what else would you guys like to do for the evening?
Depends on whether we have an electric kettle in this hotel room or not.
We had to smuggle one in.
Hotels always have kettles, right? Like,
Duncan's gonna brew some tea, okay? He's gonna brew some tea. No one can stop him.
I'm sorry, sir. There's an ordinance right now. It's too much power. Too much draw.
Fuck's sake.
I can't
Hopefully
believe.
we don't have to fight off the Texan regulators.
Hey
so
there,
strange.
partner. You know how much power that uses.
Gonna overload the entire electric grid all by myself with a shitty kettle.
We had a half an inch of ice last night. You're gonna kill us all.
It's all it took is one electric kettle and our whole power grid went kaput.
If one electric kettle would overload the power grid, I think you've got other problems to worry about.
See, that's the
Problems.
only reason I could think of for having so few fucking kettles. Like,
Problems. Everything's bigger in Texada. Even our problems.
Even a single kettle uses the same amount of power as one of them fucking Californian Teslas.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Myiari's still sitting at the table, drinking. Like, while you guys are, whatever, discussing your plans, she's just
discussing electric kettles. Yeah.
she's just casually taking a
I have
sip.
googled the truth of why Americans don't like electric kettles very much, and the truth is just boring. I hate this.
What's the reason? I want to know too.
Apparently the voltage on American sockets is like half of what it is in a bunch of other nations, so it would take a really long time for a kettle to actually start boiling.
Actually, I have used an electric kettle myself. It takes like a minute or two. It's not long.
Yeah.
It depends on how much water you put in, to be fair, but...
Yeah, like if you fill it up, it's gonna take a minute, but that's how water
Listen,
works.
I just know what the front page of Google told me, okay? If it's all wrong, there. But I'm not going to look into it anymore.
Anyway, yeah,
If-
Myiari's just.
If I'm spreading misinformation, so be it.
Yes.
What about Myiari?
Myiari's just sitting there, and like while you guys are sitting around the table talking, discussing your plans or contacting the Cyrus, she's just sitting there, occasionally taking a swig from the bottle of, I guess, what was it, wine, or was it like whatever alcohol she's got there?
It was like rum, I think.
Is it rum?
Rum or whiskey, one of those.
It was one of those. It was
Or
the hard
vodka.
stuff. It was one of the,
One
it was
of
the
the
hard
hard
stuff.
things.
It was the hard stuff. So she's just casually taking a swig every now and then. She seems fine. Girl can hold her liquor.
I got something for you guys. Nate just posted in chat that when he lived in a dorm, toasters, electric kettles, and griddles were banned.
I think it's because college students are gonna fucking start a fire like idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never started a fire knowingly.
Knowingly?
That's a joke.
Okay, anyways, let's move on for now.
I imagine that we're having some of this conversation in character.
You know, I think the reason is because they'd probably just start a fire, to be honest with you.
For my whole time I've lived here, I haven't seen really many electric kettles. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Like, do people just...
Has anyone told them that if you boil water without an electric kettle, it necessarily involves fire? Like, a whole lot more. You know, you're gonna need a stove or something, which is fire right there, a bunch of gas. If you can fuck up an electric kettle, you can fuck up a stove.
Who knows? Maybe their band is to shove an electric wisp in there.
So this electric kettle conversation's going on in character too?
We're doing the bit now, yes.
I mean, like, I can produce fire from my hand if I really wanted. I feel like there should be an ordinance about that, if anything, to be honest with you.
The issue with that kind of thing is that at some point people become dangerous enough that the legislators themselves kind of go, do we want to mess with these guys?
Yeah.
And then the answer just ends up being quiet, no, not really.
Myiari takes another really long swig from the bottle.
I guess that is a fair point. Do you really want to upset the person that throws
drinking at this
fireballs?
point is because of her circumstances, and how much of it is because she'd rather the alcohol and her brain cells and whatever we're talking about is.
Not to mention, start like at what point does a spell become dangerous? Like, obviously, fire. Don't do that indoors. But like, 1 second. Like even something like relatively harmless could set off a fire alarm by accident. Like, I mean, like, fire alarms are a little too sensitive, if you ask me. But
do you want...
I feel like you have a bias there. You have a machine that regularly explodes. I think that's a you problem. I don't think anyone else has that problem.
hey, I know quite a few people who share a similar problem. Different circumstances, but we're all in agreement there.
Who is we?
I would like to know the same, yeah.
The people it's the Tinkerers Union, right? That's what it's called.
Yes, yeah.
My friends at the Tinkerers Union, the place where I work.
Do we need to set up an intervention with them? Like, what's the problem?
There is.
Are they okay?
The problem is the smoke detector. I'm just saying they're a little too sensitive at times. Like, magic, even stuff that is completely harmless would and has set them off before.
Look at me.
Define harmless, please.
Unable to hurt a person.
I feel like that's not an accurate description about the things you're talking about.
I disagree. I well know okay, I do not know magic that well. I will admit. However, as I have recently learned, I know what hurts. I can say that would not hurt anyone.
You could also say that about something that kills you instantaneously, to be fair.
I guess.
The issue about smoke is that those detectors aren't usually in your face, so they kind of need to be a bit sensitive unless you really want to have them all over the damn place.
I mean, it can't even be that hard to, like, make them better, right? Who's now going to be spending the rest of the day, like, working on a better like writing down notes for a less sensitive but still usable smoke detector until someone snaps him out of it.
Aren't you supposed to be working on those orbs?
Huh? What was that?
What?
The orbs, remember?
What? Oh, right. Shit. Put the notes away for later. Mate saved that under new folder, new document, new smoke detector _1.
Mate gives you a couple of beeps and boops in affirmative.
So I
agree.
Hmm? So I believe that there is a moderately sized elephant in the room at this stage, yes? Regarding, well, our very active friend who enjoys both music and the living dead, yes?
Yes.
Right.
What are we planning on doing about that right now?
I mean, what are the plans that he could be expediting? Like, it would have to. I mean, we know it's almost definitely an invasion of a sort. The problem is where and when. Because from what it made sense that it would be at the finale of the tournament, but that's still not for another week.
Yeah,
It
I've
does
heard
sound as though he's no longer waiting.
Yeah, that's way out of the question now. He does not have the time to wait.
Is there any other particularly notable event outside of the tournament that's happening more recently? Is someone notable coming in from out of town?
Well, there are the Harrowing festivals.
Do I know about those in character?
Alright, so you are in the month of Redfall right now, which is the equivalent of October. And I mentioned it before, and this would be common knowledge because it happens literally everywhere. So the month of Redfall is usually a time of year where people kind of exhibit the most caution because the turnover, which is the 30th, that's the day in which one month changes over to the other, that is considered a day where the barriers between the planes are the thinnest, and weird shit happens. And this happens all over the place. So you get things happening, other worldly entities just popping up in the middle of nowhere, things going crazy. And this gradually ramps up throughout the month of Redfall, eventually culminating in the Harrowing, which is the 30th of the month, which is people use it as a time to both celebrate and go crazy. Think of it exactly like Halloween, but people also exhibit a lot of caution, and a lot of errants remain active on the 30th because hey, anything can happen. Hey, the pumpkins come alive and start eating people.
Nice.
Get aliens visiting. Weird shit. In Texada, in Sunshell in particular, it has the tournament that's going on, the Errant tournament, and that is supposed to be wrapping up around the 22nd, I believe. So that's ending like a week before the end of the month. So that's the one big thing that's going on.
Are there just like, and I assume it's like Halloween in the case of like the parties that would happen. Those are all like at the actual end of the month.
That's at the actual end of the month, yeah. Like
Okay.
because Sunshell has the tournament going on, there are a lot more people in town than there would normally be, and historically, so anyone who's lived here like longer than a couple of months would know that people will stick around after the tournament for the parties because, hey, there's already a lot of people here. Let's go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
despite
yeah.
Yeah.
Sunshell becomes party central on the Harrowing.
Yeah, and Doc will say, despite the Harrowing being at the end of the month, which that will go that long, they are setting up the parties in the booths already in Central Street.
Well, what I might ask then is, do we know who might be visiting from out of town that is going to be in those booths? I would imagine, well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my current impression of our adversary is that he's very one for the dramatic. He enjoys putting on a show, things of that nature, yes?
Yes.
Would that be an accurate description?
I mean, he literally taunted us on a speaker system.
Yes.
So if there was a place that he'd want to perform per se, and if you want to do it early, it'd be there.
Well, it would also be involving someone that would attract attention, yes? Someone
Yeah.
important enough for news coverage, etc.
Well, the Sinclairs are there, and other
Is
guilds
there
too.
anyone else?
Well, if
I
you
mean,
guys
he
would
in-
really... Oh, go ahead.
I mean, also, can't forget, he by himself is a name big enough to draw a crowd. Like,
I suppose, but that doesn't really fit for the flair of the dramatic. That say, if I was
Yeah.
some megalomaniac, necromancer, bard, whatever, I would likely try and seek out the thing that would get the most attention upon me for my big debut on the big screen, as it were. Because yes, he is known in the underground. However, I've never heard of him prior. I've heard of other things, right, that are more common knowledge to the public, but not him. I feel like he wants to make himself real to the masses.
Well, he's from Bayport, so I've never been there. Know what happens over there. Tyrion would know though, but yeah.
Well, and again, it seems as though he wants it to be more public than previously. So what public figures might he look to involve, would be my question.
So, to answer that
Is there
question,
any way we could research that? Yeah.
So to answer that question, you can all... Oh, hang on, sorry. Ooh, what is this? Sorry, my husband just gave me something and it looks really tasty.
Nice.
Strawberries and cream, yay! Excuse me.
Delicious.
Thank
I
Hey, look.
can't believe Phoe's husband poisoned her.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
that happened. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Anyway, if you want to answer that question, that would be a society roll, and any of you can do that.
I'm good at these.
Crew can use the influencer lore.
We live in an influencer.
Oh, that's a 2.
I'm
Oh,
going
that's
to
a
give a
2.
point.
That's a 2.
Society.
That's better.
I hear a kitty.
I hear a cat. Yes.
Well,
The fuck? That is not the result I was
I'm
expecting
the
for
only
myself.
one with a cat, and she's been quiet.
I think Cole.
I do have cats. They're not in the room though.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that sound was.
And I will say, the recent rescue that we adopted, actually, I don't think she doesn't meow. She honks. She goes, ah.
When I hear the term honking, it's different with the rabbits. The honking in rabbits is more like a grunt.
Like a chuff.
Yeah, like a chuff, like. And it can mean a bunch of different things. It can mean, oh hey, I like you, or keep petting me, or you're in my way, go away. It's very situational. Sorry,
Another
don't mind if you hear
We gotta
nomming
keep her
noises.
nom-noms.
We've
Weird
been
nomming
hearing the nomming noises. They're not subtle.
It wasn't it wasn't nomming like noises. You literally went nom. Like it wasn't like a nom. It was explicitly a nom.
Phoe does that all the time. She goes nom whenever she eats.
Mhm.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, let's see, society roles. Dox is kind of low, that's funny. Alrighty. So,
So use local lore.
oh yeah, you're a local, so. Alright, so for docking Cumaenos, for an event like this, chances are, like, while you won't know any specific names offhand, it's just generally a large gathering of people, and a lot of them would be very strong errants. And that alone is kind of a red flag, given the context
That's
of...
probably enough.
Yeah, given the context of what you know of Quint's plans. And
Yeah.
Croux, for you with a 30, that's actually very good. What you know for a fact that at least before the weirdness and when you went missing in the underground labs, you know that in the Tinkers Union in particular, while you're not a member of that guild, you know that people were preparing, doing a lot of work, because from what you've heard, the guilds do a lot of recruiting around tournament time, you know, looking for prospective talents. And a lot of guild leaders would be coming into town to observe the tournament proceedings. So again, while you don't know any names in particular, like there's the leaders of several prominent guilds in the region that are going to be coming into town.
Like, is there like a day where they typically arrive, or like they tend to arrive like by a certain day?
Well, you already know the Sinclairs arrived like 3 or 4 days ago. So roughly around the same time, most of them arrive early to mid-month. So if they're not, most of them are probably there already.
I think it's just Crew's going to like, the leader of this guild came a few days ago. The leader of this guild came by just today. This guy just posted a picture of his plane tickets, so he's going to be here tomorrow. I think that's what we're looking for. The guild leaders, they're going to all be here. Like, if they aren't already, they're all going to be here soon. So that's going to be a relatively large group of a lot of people, because they're going to be looking for a talent and probably how the hell did they like do interviews?
Well, I mean, well, we can ask them if we meet them, I suppose, but the question I would ask is, so we're aware that they're likely to be here. Where are they going to be prior to the actual event, though?
I mean, if I had to guess, by the Heirs Association, that's where in Middletown.
Well, it sounds like if someone wanted to make a big enough event prior to the event itself, the Arts Association seems like a good spot.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be in the arena specifically, just anywhere around there's a big enough venue to get yourself good attention.
Perhaps it might do us some good to share this information with our associates and perhaps begin investigating the area.
That might be a good idea, yeah. The Sirens visit there frequently.
Yeah. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news twice in a row. Can one of you test them instead?
I will do it. What's the number again?
Yeah, you're in the group chat. I made one with all of us. You should be in there.
Oh, I haven't looked at it. I will look at it now.
I imagine Cumaenos pulls out a flip phone.
It's probably a big old clunker, yes.
A flip phone? Where's the text function on this?
And you see, he does the whole like pull it out with like both hands and like kind of like hunch over it a little bit. It's like
puts on glasses over the mask.
likely problem around errant association. We're going to investigate tomorrow. Would you like to help? Question mark. Colon parentheses smiley face. Send.
You just killed further.
I did nothing wrong.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
He's not okay.
Bro,
Listen, there's something just infinitely funny to me about that voice going colon parentheses smiley
Smiley
face.
I imagine Cumaenos uses a phone like an old person. Which, well, so my father-in-law is kind of a troglodyte. He does not know how to use most electronics invented after like 1990. So 1970? Oh my god. So doesn't really know how to use a computer, doesn't even know how to use a cell phone all that well, beyond barely figuring out how to accept calls. He doesn't text. And we constantly have to remind him how to answer his damn phone. Because he regularly forgets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, imagine.
But that must be horrible.
Yeah, and I have to scold him all the time about not answering his phone. Like, I have to call him to move the car out of the driveway, doesn't answer, and he just pops out of the house like 5 minutes later, and we have no idea. Yeah, no. he doesn't know how to use his cell phone very well. So,
That's not fun at all.
no.
Anyway, so that's Cumaenos.
I imagine Cumaenos is functionally better. It's like, oh, how do you use the Google? Or what is the YouTube?
He lives in the woods.
Or
How do
types
we
out
demystify?
types out messages in full sentences, proper punctuation.
Well, again, that was him typing it. Like he said what he was typing as he was typing it.
Colon parentheses.
Anyway, in the Sirens group chat, you get a couple
the
of
Sirens plus whatever the hell our group is. I don't think we have a name.
Your team does not have a name, no. Your team doesn't have a name. But in the Sirens group chat, you kind of see a few surprised messages. It's like, OMG, he knows how to text. Then you'll see a couple messages that are like asterisk wave, or like heart emoji, a thumbs up emoji, something like that. But then you get a few like legitimate responses like, okay, we'll keep an eye out, we'll try to be careful. But yeah, no. The message received.
It worked. You did it. Congratulations.
This whole time, Crew has not just like stopped looking at Cumaenos' phone. It's
Does he have like
the person looking at a flip phone. That's the only way to describe it.
What?
You know what? No. I don't know what I don't know why I expected. I should have figured. You live in the woods. Why would you have an actual phone?
I have a solar charger.
That was loud.
Praise the sun.
What was that?
Sorry, that was I'm looking around for something right now, and that was my that was like the metal zipper of a backpack hitting.
I thought that was like
a
your
mirror.
breaking point, like you snapped a pencil or something.
Yeah, for completely losing it.
Crew snaps a pencil. That's it. I'm upgrading your phone.
If I had the money, that's generally something on Crew's mind. Just like, if I had the money, I should just buy this guy a fucking like W phone.
Didn't you make money from our? Didn't we give you money? Don't you have money now?
He's in debt, remember?
Yeah, don't you guys have
All my
money?
They don't
money.
need to know that. They don't need to know you have money.
That's fine. He's the rob a casino. It'll work out.
Oh, do I have money? I don't even remember.
Well,
Oh,
what I
yeah.
will say.
Oh shit, I do have money. Yeah.
You do have
How much
money.
is a phone? Like a
100 GP.
real phone? That's too much money. Sorry, man, you're not worth it.
Actually, no. I think I might reduce that.
Nice.
I am a cheap whore, is what you're telling me.
Fucking hell, nice. Good lord.
I might actually
Okay.
reduce that because I did not realize how much gold went in Pathfinder. So I might actually reduce that.
What you should
I mean,
do,
like-
what you should do is just find out what the exchange rate for gold is right now, figure out how many dollars a cell phone really costs, and just take it that way. And figure out how much a gold coin would weigh, because
I mean, considering there are like magic items that are
usually
worth like.
exchange gold for cell phones. You know, that's not something a normal person does, but you can kind of approximate it. You can get there. This isn't something you can really do now, but it's doable.
Well, so I
I'd really be
believe.
surprised if $100 was, I don't know. Never mind. I just do.
So, well, what I believe is likely going to be the case is we're going to wait until tomorrow and then investigate. Yes.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
sounds
they
usually good,
probably
yes.
like close their door at some point. It wouldn't be. We are trying to help. I don't think it would be easy to show that we're doing that whilst breaking in.
Likely so, yes.
I guess the question is, I mean, do we want to like? We probably want to like, inform the actual like people in the association, right? Well, with what proof?
Well, additionally, I would normally probably speak with the Hash about contacting the Sinclairs, given the similarity in nature to this event compared to the train wreck from many years ago. I think that would be something they might find interesting.
That is true, yes. It is looking to be a repeat, albeit with some significantly big differences.
Well, I don't think anyone would think it's an accident this time.
There's also
Yeah,
one
that
more
would be-
thing. Yeah. There is, however, one more thing of this whole thing that's bothered me.
Yes.
Just the whole thing about releasing Undead Apocalypse when there are indeed many skilled errants in town. You think they'd quell it pretty easily, huh?
Possibly.
The other thing we do know is these taking out who takes out one of the Barda camps. I mean, we have a kind of like, yeah, we're not the strongest there are, but we have proof that these have an effect on us, and they have an effect over a large group of people with various reports during various like tweets from people who were at previous concerts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
probably his plan for even if it would leave some of the strongest, it would at worst probably, if I had to guess, paralyze the weaker ones.
Yeah, but recently, well, I think I know the final piece of the puzzle now. Puts
And
down
that
the jar containing the bracelet. We know he has
Right.
these,
Right.
and when you put them on an errant, they will, with that day, die and transform into something horrifying. And thanks to Ash's insights, they probably have a lot of these.
I just want to check something real quick because I've looked at like tweets basically from Quint's previous concerts. Were there like, I don't know, bracelets given out on entry?
Were there?
That is actually a very astute question.
I remember someone mentioning that at some point.
Yeah, actually. We're giving out some gnarly looking merch. Wristbands in particular.
Yep.
However, at this point in time, you don't know if there were any effects from those wristbands. You don't know that yet. You're not sure.
Even if they weren't like Grave Knight wristbands back then, it has set the precedent of gnarly looking merch being given out for free, and subsequently people will wear them. Therefore, they're less likely to think twice about actually putting on the Grave Knight bracelet.
There's also another thing, though, about how they probably don't have that many of them. We don't know the true number, but they could selectively only give out the cursed ones to the strong ones.
Yeah.
How about this? Can I see the bracelet, or we still have it?
We still have it. It should be, the curse should be back on it by now.
I'm not going to put it on. I just want to take a picture of it so I can share it in the group chat.
Yeah. It's in a jar on the table, so you can take a picture of it.
Does that phone even have a camera?
I think so. It turns it upside down. Oh, it flips it around again. It's like, you hear like the wind up to it. It's like,
oh my god, I'm surprised it's not printing out film at this point.
Oh my god. Like,
my sincere apologies. I had forgotten to mention. We located this. It is cursed. If you see any others that people are wearing or are offered to you, please do not wear them. Semicolon, parentheses, winky face.
Huh? What does the winky face? This is Furret asking. What does the winky face mean?
Don't people emojis.
Don't people usually end their messages with those? I've seen them.
The wink implies a certain type of subtext.
Oh, I cannot wink. I've never really thought about it.
It may be for the best that you're probably not cut out for what he's referred to either, so that's fine.
It involves a knife? Cutting what?
It's probably a good thing you're not really cut out for what he's implying to either, so that's fine.
So it involves a knife?
No.
I have a knife.
I know. You have several, maybe.
Well, just the one. I use it for cutting pears.
That's fair.
Just pears? Do you have like a different one for apples?
You have pear trees on the farm?
I mean, they're not mine, but yes.
Anyway, thank you for doing your part in making so beautifully well sure people are going to be forewarned. I hope they'll appreciate it. Bit rude if they wouldn't, really.
This plan has way too many layers.
Yeah, it really doesn't fit the description we've been given.
That's why I always theorize that. He's gotta have help. There's no way he's doing this alone.
Well, I mean, do you believe that he's doing it on behalf of higher-ups within the organization that he's a part of? That is a possibility.
They do often work together at times, although they do hate each other.
Well, I'm assuming that, given his status within it, from my understanding, he likely reports to someone.
Yeah, and I figure that someone is up north.
What if this is bait?
Bait
It
for
is-
whom?
For who? I don't know, but I just why I can't think of another reason why the rest of the suits from what I know, they work in like subterfuge. They stay hidden. It's it's clubs, right? Or it's clubs, right?
Clubs are the exception usually.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Quint is a club.
They're the one exception, but with this plan being as intricate as it is, it makes sense that someone from another suit is helping, but they wouldn't stand to gain anything for it. It would draw attention. But what if that's the point? To draw attention from a specific person or people.
It'd certainly be national news. It'd make it for a great experiment of stuff they're working on. AKA these bracelets.
Well, admittedly, it certainly is possible that Quint is just simply some manner of disposable pawn in this scenario, but until we actually manage to resolve him as an active problem, it would be difficult to investigate beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands, no, even if that turns out to be the case, as it stands, like he's got to go down, but just can't get that thought out of my mind.
And there is one other suit agent in town that is really high ranked, but other than Glitter, there isn't really much of a connecting factor between them.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Well, how about we can ask Quint's corpse whenever we deal with him? Or alive, if that's how it turns out, but...
That depends if Ash holds back.
Sorry, I missed the last part of the conversation.
You haven't really missed anything important, we assure you.
The only thing is just Crew is now paranoid that this whole thing is like a trap for some like the entirety of Quint. Like Quint's just a pawn in someone else's trap. Because our current theory is that he is working with someone, or at least, yeah, that is the current theory, that he is working with someone, like from likely another suit, and Crew's paranoia led to that being, what if this whole thing is meant to like, even if it fails, it's meant to like draw someone out. Or some people out for some reason.
I mean, you do have a former suit member that you can ask. Also,
Ghosty boy.
Nate commented, Coachella is just a Quint scheme. He's kinda right. I didn't consider that before, but yeah,
I
Coachella's-
can't believe that Quint started Fire Festival.
But yeah, no, like, if you want any insight into any of, like, how the suits do things, you do have one, hanging around with the party.
We've already asked him
I
a
mean-
lot of stuff, but if you want to ask him more, you can.
Everything Crew is saying is out loud. If Trey has anything to say,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Crew does not keep his thoughts in his head.
Mary's probably gonna look confused again.
Yeah, like,
Although I'm pretty sure we did reveal trade her.
I'm pretty sure you did, yeah. She knows. So, Crew, while you're essentially theorizing aloud, Trey will pipe up. Well, I don't doubt that he's doing this on behalf of somebody else, somebody higher up. This is way too elaborate for something he'd come up with himself. But I wouldn't be surprised if most of the details are his own personal touch. Definitely seems up his alley.
If anything, he might have been just given the resources and told to go wild.
Yeah, that's not too unusual.
If you also, hi, right? Sorry, I forgot you were here.
Oh yeah, sure, forget the ghosts. Great. Lovely.
It's I listen. It took me much longer than most other people to develop object permanence.
It
I
makes you
may or
feel
may
better.
not
I find
still
it.
have some trouble with it.
If it makes you feel better, I find it particularly difficult to actually not notice your presence.
I will somewhat agree. But I've been told I've been a grouch before.
So if you, Trey, if you had to hazard a guess, like, I mean, I doubt we could. I doubt there's a specific Coux, but like the connective tissue of this plan, like, which suit would you say it's like falls under? Because for lack of a better description, like, yeah, the plan, like, the idea is definitely, from what we know, it definitely sounds like Quint, but like the connective tissue sounds like it could be someone else's work. So,
Namely the cursed
Yeah.
armor.
yeah.
That part. Well, since this particular detail usually falls under, I guess, asset acquisition, I think normally this would fall under the jurisdiction of the diamonds. Like myself. I was actually in charge of overseeing asset acquisitions.
Diamond, huh? So there might be some. There could be some more connective implications to Ace of Diamonds and Quint.
Well, that part I don't know. This doesn't really seem like her particular area of interest. She likes to smuggle things, likes to do things that will get her rich, but also leave her unnoticed. She's a thief, okay? But
But this is the complete opposite.
yeah, this is too flashy for her. But let me be clear about this. Just because a club is carrying out this mission, the way it works usually is that we receive orders from somewhere higher up, not necessarily from our division leader, but the suits report back to Gen Corp. And usually when it comes to stuff like this, it's some civilian or scientist calling the shots. Sure, we could grind them into the dust if we wanted, but they're usually the big idea people. We're the ones that are just carrying them out.
I see.
That would fill in the missing spots of the plan.
They our next target after this, definitely that boat.
Wait, boat?
Remember when we just the boat up north?
Is that not the boat that we already went to? Like,
No.
Buff Table? Or was there a different boat I forgot about?
The Basically, the facility in Kaladin is a boat.
Right. Yeah.
Similar to the one we fell into, except it's actually active.
Alright. Yeah. That. I was. God. How far away is Kaladin? Is that like a car ride, or is that like plane?
That is a plane or train ride away.
It's a plane or train ride because you guys are in northern Sheridan, which is like roughly. Is it equatorial? Hang on 1 second. Let me double check.
It's far enough.
Let me just see. Yeah,
So
so
getting
like
out the big world map.
where you guys are, it's roughly equatorial. Kinda. Yeah. You're in like, you know, what would be the hottest region of the country. Kaladin would be it extends into the Arctic. So pretty far north. Like it's the equivalent of Scotland, so you know. It would be roughly the same geographic location, at least like latitude wise. Yeah, it's pretty far up.
Like if you're traveling from Texas to the very north of Canada. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Northwest Territories region-ish. That's how far up it is. That's pretty freaking far north.
Now to decide if Crew loves or hates planes.
it's not like we're going here until this is resolved.
Yeah. Yeah, I have time to think about what Crew's public transportation opinions are.
I think, well, I vaguely remember, I vaguely remember you mentioning some backstory things regarding Crew, how, he's not terribly fond of flying for reasons.
One being the airship.
Yeah! Or situations like the airship.
Right, yeah.
I vaguely remember you mentioning that.
I hate to say I don't remember most of the lore I made for my own character. I played too many characters, and
Do you want me to
I'm
tell
not-
you? You forgot.
It lightened him.
I'm very bad when it comes to notes,
I actually remember
including
a lot
stuff
of.
like backstory.
I remember a lot of character details, very minute. So like even years later, I will remember. But essentially, what you told me is Crew's not really particularly fond of air travel, particularly planes, because like due to his luck, he managed to escape a bad situation where there was a really horrible air accident that Crew was supposed to have been on. So not terribly fond of it.
Right.
You know, like the
right.
if you've seen Final
I did.
Destination, the opening scene with the plane, and they get kicked off and they just narrowly miss going explodey. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I did forget about that bit of lore I wrote down. So
That's what you told me. So
I
I
guess we'll be
remember
taking a
that.
train, totally.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that because it reminded me very much of Final Destination, which I still kind of enjoy to this day. Guilty pleasure.
I don't. Fun fact: I think I wrote that without. I think I wrote that without having ever like watched or like I heard of Final Destination, but I didn't know that bit about it. But so yeah. Well, at least we can wait for well before we have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, you just take a train. It'll be longer, but more relaxing.
Yeah. If we, hopefully, we'll have the luxuries of time, and well, we have time to worry about that later. Let's get back on track. Where was the track again?
I'm talking about
That
Who's
was in
behind?
character.
Quint and his plans.
Quint and his
That was in
plans as
character.
potential backer. Yeah, I see.
But yeah,
We're
like Trey
talking
was
about
telling
Quint.
you. Trey's essentially telling you that, like, normally this would be kind of like a diamonds division sort of endeavor because it deals with asset acquisition. But they get their orders from the top, and usually the orders are coming from civilians and Gen Corp, like scientists and whatnot, or, you know, other corpos. So they're the ones that are calling the shots. The suits are just kind of the, oh god, what's the word? They're the grunts, even though they're very elite grunts.
So basically, it's sounding like the theory of just Quint was given the plan and the resources and just told to come up with the rest of it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that unfortunately does put some concerns to rest.
Actually, Trey, do you know of any particular scientists?
Well, I mean, I hate to admit it, but I didn't really pay too much attention to the names of the civvies that we took orders from, you know, kind of beneath me sort of thing, but Trey floats there, seemingly thinking for a bit. I mean, there was one I vaguely remember towards the end before the lab sort of fell victim to that earthquake. I vaguely remember seeing a name. What was it? Dr. Winters or something? He gets around. He gets around, I've heard. He's involved.
It's certainly a rather interesting name, yes.
Yeah, he's named after a season, so kind of easy to remember. But from what I recall, he's been around at a number of different facilities. Been conducting a lot of experiments in regards to errants in particular. Yeah, he definitely seems like a very power-hungry type of guy. I don't know. I'm around those types a lot, so
Yeah.
I know him when I see him.
I do remember reading about them in the notes back in the lab, that they transferred suddenly before the collapse.
He does have a rather extensive body of work going back a couple of decades, I think. When I was in training, when I was first created, I did read through some research papers. Some of them were his. I think a lot of his work, at least initially, revolved around gifts, I think it was.
I can certainly say that is, from personal experience, very accurate.
Yeah, from what I remember, a lot of his research revolved around whether or not gifts could be transferred or artificially awakened in people who didn't have them. Weird, so some weird shit, but I guess you could call it cutting edge. But some of the research was unethical, I guess. They wouldn't get past a lot of ethics boards today, I'll tell you that much.
The standard Gen Corp stuff, that's what you're saying, basically.
Oh yeah, standard Gen Corp stuff, really.
So nothing really new there.
Do you guys think Solomon might, like, now he was probably cut off from the rest of the service, he might not see where, like, probably wouldn't be able to see where he logged in recently or
Well,
anything like that.
well, from Solomon's how he knew about the boat up north. But I don't think we'll be able to know where and when all the transfers are happening.
Yeah. I mean, well, we found out that he was transferred. I guess it can't hurt to ask Solomon if he knows where to, right?
I mean, you can send a quick text. I don't think
Yeah.
they mind.
Yeah. Gonna. It was Solomon, right? That was the name of the.
Mm-hmm. Well, Solomon was the name of the security AI that after became mobile and became a robot.
Yeah.
I forget what the name of the other one was. Sid was the other one. He was the
Sid was the
monitor
more
AI.
standard AI.
Yeah, he was the more standard AI, the monitor one.
Yeah. So yeah, just gonna shoot a text over to Solomon asking, basically just like, hey, sorry, Dr. Winters, that's the name of the person we're asking about, right?
Yes,
Right?
that's the one.
Yeah. So, yeah, shooting a text over to Solomon just like, hey, Solomon, sorry to bother you, just want to ask real quick, we know that a Dr. Winters was transferred out of that place not too long ago. Is there any chance you know where he was transferred to? We have a theory, and this could help with the investigation.
It takes several minutes before you get a response because Solomon is located decently far away and underground. And you suppose he's processing your request. And after a few minutes, you get a message back, and it's fairly detailed. So, in regards to the individual known as Dr. Winters, so, the information that Sid and, I guess, Solomon give you is that Dr. Winters was a very prominent Gen Corp scientist, but that's not his real name. That is an alias that he goes by. Because...
No surprise there.
Yeah, no surprise. No one knows what his real name is. Officially, he's just listed as Dr. Winters in the files. And... he covertly worked for Gen Corp doing research, and he was not formally stationed at that lab, but he did peek in on there a lot, and handpicked out several specimens, but he did return to his main lab in the facility in Caledon, and went with several of the specimen transfers shortly before the facility in Sunshale went dark. So this was like a few weeks before.
All right. Yeah, just main important part, Caledon.
He's in Caledon.
Alright, alright, thanks for your help, Solomon. Hope you're having fun down there. Send, close phone, turn it off.
Do you mind if I ask what you found?
I asked Solomon if he knew where the cold guy, when Dr. Winters was transferred to.
Where was that?
Coincidentally enough, the facility in Caledon.
I see. Is there an exact location?
We got that earlier, right? I mean, that's the boat, right?
There's no exact location. The
Yeah, no
boat's
exact
just
location.
somewhere up
Yeah.
there.
As far as you know,
It's-
it moves, but it's somewhere
Uh,
in the dark water channel in the Northern Sea.
The facility's on a boat, like the one we were on earlier, so there isn't a exact location. It's just somewhere on the dark water channel.
I see. Thank you.
That definitely a lot going on up there now, huh?
Yep.
Would certainly say so, yes.
I think we're have to get a trip ready when this ends, but for now, let's just deal with Quint.
Never, man. Wanted to visit my parents after this. God damn it.
Believe you might have to put that one on hold for now.
Yeah, it's not the. So long as I don't make it to national news again, I'm sure they'll be all right.
I mean, who knows? It might happen.
Please don't jinx me. Please. Like, come on. I don't ask for a lot. Just please don't do that, man.
Well, there's cameras rolling on his little stadium thing.
Fuck you.
By this point, Myiari is
Yeah.
actually pretty far in the hole. The
Yeah.
bottle of alcohol is like almost completely empty. There's like a third of it left, but she's drank like 2/3 of it by herself, and she is just barely hanging on to conscious. She's still very much conscious, just eyes are a little glazed over, not really paying attention to what you guys are saying. She is paying attention, but not really commenting on it. She's too far in the hole.
I don't know. Should we? People
think-
get cut off at bars once they've drunk too much, right?
Sometimes.
I think it's about time we gear to sleep.
Are you still able to walk, Myiari?
Myiari will give you a sort of lazy smile and wave off the concern. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I am from Nordheim after all. Definitely know my way around the bottle.
That's the sentence someone says right before they stand up and immediately fall over.
I'm not gonna let you stand up alone, sorry.
I can stand. Don't baby me. I'm completely fine. And
You don't look
She-
fine.
Reflex
I've seen-
save. Let's see it.
actually, you know what? I will do that.
Roll a dex save.
Where is roll a reflex save for her.
Roll a reflex save.
She's actually not too
God.
bad. So she moves to stand up. She leaves the bottle on the table. She moves to stand up, pushes her chair up, stumbles a little bit, but manages to catch herself fairly easily, straightens up, and shoots you kind of a smug, I told you so sort of look, and then brushes herself off. See? I told you. We Northerners know how to hold our liquor. We do have a very, very extensive drinking culture, after all. After a second, though, she sways on her feet and she looks kind of unsteady. That being said, I think I probably should lie down. It's been a long day.
Well, we'll help you get over there, okay?
I'll follow you to wherever.
I
can't
believe
remember
that is likely a good chance to get settled in for bed as well.
I can't
believe I'll
remember
be doing
which.
that.
I can't remember which room is empty.
I forgot Cumaenos was standing in the corner the whole time.
Yes. There's a stool. You're just leaning against it.
Yeah, I think it was put her in. Which room we should put her in, guys?
Just pick a random room.
This one. Let's do this one right here.
This one? Okay. Doc, as you usher her to, I guess, one of the vacant rooms, she'll stop in the doorway and glance at you.
I know I've probably said it before, but in case I didn't, thank you all for coming to my rescue. I don't think I would have been able to get out of that situation myself, and I've been in a lot of bad situations.
Well, I'm just glad you're relatively alright. Aside from the drinking, but yeah.
I believe that is the least of our current concerns, thankfully speaking.
If you had gone what I've gone through, I think you'd be drinking too.
You know what,
Perhaps.
oddly enough, I think I can kind of relate.
She'll smile and point to Cumaenos.
See, he gets it.
And she'll kind of lift her hand as if giving you an air high five from a distance. She is very drunk.
He glances side to side like he doesn't know what's going on. He just kind of like
It,
thumbs
Drew
up.
leans in, whispers,
Weirdly.
It's a high five. Just do this.
No, I understand the concept. I just don't think that's something to high five about.
Alright, well. I think that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Just get some rest and call us if anything happens.
She'll nod and she will squint at you and pat you on the shoulder.
You're very, very nice. Thank you. I'll try and get some sleep. Don't stress out too hard. I'm sure you've all been through a lot too.
And
Oh, can you roll perception check on Myiari?
what?
For the funny?
You want me to roll a perception check?
Yes.
Insight? Okay. Let's see.
It's either going to be that Doc is the most stressed he's ever been or the least stressed he's ever been.
I think, oh yeah, no, this is just perception, so yeah, okay. Where the fuck is it? That is a 20.
That's not too high, but I'll just say anyways that I think because of, you know, all that, there's like a strange visible crack on Doc's face.
And
It's
I heard
weird.
a crack and a smile, but that's...
Not of that. It looks kind of like a crack in his mirrored form.
She sees this? Okay. Myiari will squint and stare really, really hard into Doc's face.
Doc just looks like, is there something wrong?
I'm not sure, but was that always there before?
And she'll reach up and she looks like she's about to poke you in the face, but it ends up being more like a face palm, so she ends up smacking her palm into your face.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
She'll pull her hand back.
It looks like there's something on your face.
There is.
Yes, right there. And she'll point this time.
Like, typically, that is called a nose.
No, not that. Not the nose. It's right over here. And then she reaches out to poke Doc in the face again, and again you get a palm to the face.
Who's just gonna like look to see, but he's not expecting this. Who's just thinking it's like, I didn't think you could get hallucinations from being drunk.
She'll whirl on you, Croux.
I am not hallucinating. He has something on his face. I'm sure of it. And she'll turn around and she'll grab Doc by the face and start smushing your cheeks.
Okay, I think that's enough.
I do believe that is where I'm going to head off to bed. I forget which of these rooms I was in. I'm taking this room.
I think that was that Ashes?
No, Ashes was like up here.
Yeah,
no,
Doc and Ash have the same rooms like right next to each other in the corner.
I don't remember which room is Crew's. I just know that you would know which room is Crew's because there'd be a lot of scrap metal on the ground. If you wake up and step on a screw, you're in the wrong room. A DG isn't 18 enough to see the crack.
I'll just say you see it.
Oh
Does it
shit! Is that like a hair or something? Crew tries to like swipe it off.
Does the crack move when Myiari is like smushing his face?
Kinda.
Yeah.
It just looks really weird.
She'll glance over her shoulder at Croux.
See, you see it too, right? I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah, why isn't that hair coming off? Just like repeatedly swiping at it, trying to.
I don't have a hair there.
Okay.
Maybe it's a bit of dirt. It looks like it.
And she starts like rubbing the cuff of her glove against your cheek, and she's kind of unnecessarily rough. It's like she's rubbing your skin raw.
Okay, hold on. I'll look at it later. Okay, just get some rest.
Okay, fine. I will go rest now.
And
In you
stumbles
go.
into the room.
I'm sure she knows to lie on her side, right? Probably. Anyway, did you like eat something while we weren't looking or something? Like why? Like you had like that weird blast thing earlier. Is that like that?
Well, guys don't know.
Alright, when you get a chance to look, it's like right here. Croux pokes himself like on the bit of the face where the crack is.
Dog pulls out his poly tool, makes a mirror, looks at his face. Yeah.
To the left, to the bit to the right. Yeah, there.
Yeah, there's definitely a crack there. Okay.
Did you get punched or something when we weren't looking? Thought Oliver wasn't here anymore.
Trey.
Trey will stare at you from over where he is floating by Croux.
Yeah, what? What do you want?
Does this usually happen to you?
Stares at Doc. I mean, sometimes. Only happened whenever I got really stressed or anxious about something. Really strong emotions, you know. Or if I got really, really pissed off at someone.
I see.
It's like if you get really, really mad and punch a mirror.
Huh. So that's how this form shows emotions.
I mean, you can still show emotions. It's just, I mean, as a reflection, sometimes the surface cracks a little bit, but as a reflection, it kind of repairs itself pretty quick.
Interesting to know. I'll keep it in mind, I guess.
Yeah, really funny shit. You can take a punch and not shatter, but minute you get a little bit stressed out or out of sorts, start showing cracks.
Well, that certainly doesn't make it easy to hide I'm stressed.
You can't see it, but you kind of get a sense of obvious smugness from Trey.
Or something else. I don't know anymore.
Stressed out, huh? I wonder why.
We're not talking about this right now.
Okay, whatever. But you know you can't ignore me forever, right?
I know. It's been a long day. Oh, we have to probably go see Ash before I go.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Crew's not going to his room yet. He's just gonna be going into the portable workshop that he set up earlier and is going to, quote unquote, quietly work for a few hours.
You know that the workshop is the one, like, with the whiteboard and everything, right?
Yeah, this room right here.
Oh.
Ow.
I was just looking for the biggest room so I could set up the portable one, but if this is the...
This is actual work stuff.
I forgot about it.
But anyways, I guess Doc is gonna try and eke at Ash sulking.
Yeah. So, from the doorway, it's open. You can see Ash sitting with his burb over here, Peace. And Peace is very, very loud. He's a raven, or she's a raven, so, you know, has no indoor voice.
Always war.
Yeah. So Ash is sitting there sulking as usual. And he's just sitting there petting Peace. And you overhear Peace asking why Ash is why Sulky is still being sulky. And you overhear Ash admitting that he does feel relieved about the situation. He's happy that Myiari's okay. But he still can't help but feel a little guilty. Guilty for having put her in that situation in the first place. And guilty that he couldn't save his previous friends. And you hear Peace essentially respond, what was it? Can't change things that are... no way, I'll do it in Peace's way. Can't change things that already happened. Sulky should be happy. And that, essentially, Ash should be happy that he was able to do things differently this time around. And yeah, that's pretty much the conversation. You overhear Ash kind of quietly voicing his appreciation for Peace's insights, despite being a bird. But he's a very smart bird.
Yeah, Doc just thinks to himself, that is a very philosophical burb.
Fucking raven. Ravens are smart. Only had sapience for like a day, 2 days, but it was very smart.
Doc is gonna not interrupt them.
Yeah, you don't hear them say anything else. Ash is just sitting there with his bird.
Just gonna leave him be. He'll eventually go to sleep.
Alright.
And I guess, yeah, we're gonna pass the night as usual.
Alright, that's it for your evening's activities? Alright.
Lots of time talking, lots of time drinking. A lot of time should have passed by then.
Yeah. So, okay, you guys can go ahead and rest for the day on your sheets if you are missing anything.
Crew's gonna spend a couple hours into the night just not using power tools, but just starting. No, I think research was research was already started on the orb for like the formula. Just putting a bit more time into that before making it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you already put a lot of time and research into those already. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think I did put a day into it.
Yeah, you already put a day into it, yeah.
So the formula is made. I need a... Yeah, now it comes to the actual construction, which would, just getting like the most basic parts done for a few hours, just because Crew can't have idle hands. He's got to be doing something. Who cares if it's 2 a.m.? I put screw together, make metal.
Alrighty. So, the nighttime passes without any incident, and dawn approaches, and it's morning. It's about 7 in the morning. So, what would you guys like to do to start your day?
First off, how much of a hangover does Myiari have?
Roll for hangover.
Roll for hangover.
I'll actually roll that. I believe that is a constitution save.
Fortitude.
Or it's a
Fortnite
fortitude
saving throw.
So that's a fortitude. Actually, surprisingly enough, she has very high fortitude and she's resistant against poisons. Alchemist.
I think that means she could hold her well, yeah.
So that brings it to a plus 20.
Doc also has resistance against poison. Yeah. She's just immune to hangovers.
Right, it's a new day.
Myiari's just immune to hangovers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's early in the morning, and you see her leave her room oddly bright, and kind of seemingly unaffected by the alcohol at all. Like she hasn't been drinking.
Good morning.
To you. Good morning. I had a very good sleep last night.
I sure believe it was better, yeah.
Don't mind me, Crew didn't fall asleep in the lab this time. Don't worry. Just our workshop. I can't open the door. There.
Hilarious.
But yes, good morning. Are we going to be heading out now?
Soonest, yeah.
I don't see a reason why we should wait.
She
Some of
stares
us
between.
need to eat.
She stares between you and Cumaenos, Doc. Forgive me for asking, but I don't recall what you were discussing last night, but where are you going?
Around the Heirs Association or Town Central.
I see, alright. Forgive me, but I don't think I will be joining you. I'm still a little out of sorts from yesterday. I think I'd like a little more time to rest.
I think that's more than fine.
That is genuinely alright. You've earned that if nothing else. That's okay.
Fine by me, but if you're gonna do that, and ask, since you have this, and Doc will give her the wand of alarm.
Alright. Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to make use of it. Oh, but, if you're all going out, doing some investigating today, allow me to give you some supplies then. I'm certainly not going to be making use of them.
And she will make use of her alchemist ability and give you some supplies. So what will she give you?
Supplies!
What is her int mods?
We like free supplies.
Yeah. So, let's see. So she will give you 2 moderate acid flasks. Because these are her infusions. What does this one do?
Yeah, these expire after the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she will give you 3 elixirs of life. So 2 acid flasks, moderate, and 2 lesser elixirs of life.
Okay, I see.
Hell yeah.
So I will go ahead and deposit those in your inventory.
But yes, I believe I'll be waiting outside.
Are you sure you don't want to eat first?
I'm quite alright. I assure you I do not have an appetite.
Okay, then.
Can't even get a good breakfast anymore. Crew just like picks up, I don't know. I think he reaches for the cup noodles, but he wants to have a. He doesn't want to die of cardiac arrest when he's 30.
And
So
while
he's
Myiari's...
just gonna,
Yeah.
just gonna like grab. I don't know what's a breakfast. 3 apples for the road. And some quote-unquote juice for a mate.
While Myiari's giving Doc supplies, he peeks over and he's like, seems Crew is having trouble getting a good breakfast over there. Do you happen to have anything that would give, like, some quick sustenance?
Oh, I think I should. One moment.
And yeah, she can actually create alchemical foods, I think, with her quick alchemy. So hang on one moment. So let me
All
have
it
a
needs
look.
all it needs to be is an alchemical item. You can even create an alchemical flamethrower with quick alchemy.
Yeah, she can. Alchemists are nuts. Hang on.
All good. We
So
like
what,
these.
what will she give you?
What will she give Crew to eat for breakfast?
Oh, let's see. She will give you. So she'll give you some. What is this? I think she'll give you some cooperative waffles. The greater kind. Not useful for you, but hey, you get some sustenance out of it.
That sounds
Waffle.
tasty.
Just
Eats the whole waffle.
Crew looks at the waffles because cooperative waffles are. Have you seen the art for them? They look fucking delicious. Looks at the waffles, looks up at Myiari, almost starts crying.
stare at you, Crew, confused.
Are you okay? You look like you're about to start sobbing any minute now.
I think this is the first real meal he's had in days.
I forgot how food can smell. Thank you. And just starts. As much as he would love to, like, be able to spend time and enjoy the meal, he unfortunately has to just devour it.
It's like the kid late to school eating breakfast.
You know, who's basically like one of those loser anime protagonists. He's gonna start running out when there's one waffle left just in his mouth.
Heck yeah.
He's like, oh shit, right, we need to go.
Stares blankly at Crew as he starts
Full
anime
sprinting.
protagonist. Yeah, the anime protagonist out of there.
Mate is on his back like a backpack. He has to lean forward a lot for that to like counter the balance.
Watches Crew go. Smiles a little bit.
Huh. I thought that sort of thing was the only happened in anime. He's very weird, but I think we need to have a discussion about all of your diets, because if a simple plate of waffles is enough to make Crew cry, I have my concerns.
Stares at Doc kind of menacingly.
Those concerns are very justified, I get it.
You're trained in medicine. Of course, nutrition should be part of that. So I expect you to be taking much better care of your party.
Yes, I get it. I just don't really cook. In the traditional sense.
Yes, but still, you should not be neglecting your party's nutrition. You should at least still be having proper meals throughout the day, even if only just one.
To be fair, we did go to a cafe like a few days ago.
Fine. As long as you're still eating, that's fine, I guess.
She'll glance at the door, the rest of the group.
But yes.
Don't let me keep you. You have a busy day, I'm sure.
Yep, you can enjoy all the stuff here. I don't think we'll mind if anything goes missing.
I'll be sure to.
And then she'll wander into the kitchen.
And we.
Alright, where are you guys headed?
I think we said, like, the
Aaron's Association.
Aaron's Association or somewhere around there to gather information.
I don't think I have. Hang on, let me check.
I don't think you have a map for that.
Do I have a map for this?
I know you have a more general use map for somewhere around there, but yeah. I don't think you have a full Aaron's Association map.
So I have a map for the casino.
Hey guys, you wanna go casino, go gamble?
No, don't go to the casino, please.
Why not?
Go gamble.
I want to gamble.
Actually, let me see.
They say all gamblers quit right before they're about to hit it big.
Only if there is a stage there. Imagine if Quint did actually do classes there. We totally have a reason to go.
Oh, I do have that map done, but I have to update it. with different assets. So 1 second, let me see if I have it, because I didn't, 1 second, let me see where it is. I did that map ages ago. Where is it?
Oh, search.
Map. Mining office. Oh, there it is. I'm debating on whether or not to use this one because there's some stuff on it that doesn't make
Is it the
sense.
map Is it the map I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I think it's that
Is it the
one.
big one?
No, not the big one. No,
Okay.
it's the mobile stage.
No, don't use that one.
No, that one has stuff on it that I don't want. No,
I thought you had
actually...
like I thought you had like a town square
I
map
do.
like
Yeah,
full
there
of
is.
like
Yeah, I do. I have
alleys
that
and
one.
stuff.
I have that one. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
I actually have 2. 1 second. Okay, yeah, no, I have a map. 1 second. Let me load you guys all on the map. Where is it?
Anyways, while we're waiting, hey guys, do you know that Cole got an official voice acting role?
Oh shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Totally
What
not.
voice?
It is for a like webcomic like style dub. It's not like technically like a comic, but like that kind of like that vibe. Here, I can grab the what you call it.
He announced it on Twitter a few days ago.
Yes, this is true.
God damn, nice.
Yeah, I'm so proud.
We do be doing things sometimes. Here, I'm gonna slap it
There we go.
over yonder.
Yeah, this is the map I was looking at. A lot of crazy stuff on here. Oh yeah, it's looking campaign no Mike. Cool guy voice.
Hell yeah. Congrats.
Yeah. We do be out there sometimes. Looking forward to it. Seems like the person that's like directing the project is very passionate about it, which is pretty cool. It's always a fun time.
That's a good
Hell
sign.
yeah.
Alright, so map should be active now. Alright, so you guys aren't quite at the Errands Association itself. Oh, how do you guys move around? Do you move around by car or are you just walking?
Good question. Because we
I don't
have the deeply blue van, we have the rookie Racky car, we have Myiari's Jeep. Alright, never mind, they're both same. Okay, yeah. Definitely the only 2 cars we have is the blue van and Myiari's Jeep.
I imagine we'd be using the
The blue
Van?
van.
yeah van.
the creepy van.
It's not creepy. It's just blue. Very blue. Way too blue.
Stand out is the blue stand. Oh, we could totally blend. All we need to do is just paint the rose symbol on it. Paint. That totally wouldn't attract that much attention. Totally.
Not at all.
But yes, I assume the GM is loading NPCs.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Anyway, no, you guys can talk or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, no, you guys aren't. Yeah, what were you guys doing? Were you driving around, or were you? Yeah, what were you doing?
I think we would have parked somewhere nearby and then started walking.
Yeah, so like,
I would say that's probably for the best.
yeah, because like you find out pretty quickly that because of the tournament stuff, it's like in full swing. Some roads are closed off to foot traffic only.
Yeah, they're not only getting ready for the tournament, but also the Harrowing festival.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of places are blocked off.
And yeah, Doc will say, so if I guess Crew sources are correct, around here is where Quint would have done his impromptu concerts.
Will.
Or will, yeah. Generally around this area is where he did like to perform. So I guess it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to ask around.
Oh shit, is that Oliver?
That does look like
Certainly.
Oliver, yes.
Certainly does appear to be.
Anyway, yeah, so the intersection that you guys come up to is one of the areas that have been blocked off. And towards where the streetlights are, you'll notice that there have been concrete barriers erected everywhere. And it looks like there's been, I guess, a makeshift arena of sorts that has been erected in the middle of the intersection. And you can see a pair of teams already duking it out, and people around the sides, making bets, taking bets. But it's pretty clear that one side is pretty clearly outmatched, despite outnumbering the other pair.
I see.
I don't. I can only see a few of them.
And you do see a couple of squad cars and officers stationed nearby, observing the proceedings, making sure everything is safe, secure, everybody's behaving themselves. And there's a sizable crowd, a lot of hooting and hollering. I don't have like a lot of people on the map, but just imagine this packed to with foot traffic. But yeah, you do see a familiar face. You see Oliver.
All of them.
In the crowd, watching the proceedings.
He's not like cheering, he's just watching.
He's watching, and he seems particularly focused on the match, particularly the pair that are dueling right now.
Okay.
Shit, did we tell Oliver? We probably should, tell him, right?
About what specifically?
I mean, that the fact that shit's gonna be going down soon, so he should be prepared.
Wasn't he in the group chat? I can't remember.
No, cause
Somebody's been a very edgy boy all on their own.
yeah, I don't I forgot to add him. Like we have the previous group chat, but it's not the one with the sirens in it. He is not in that one.
Well, we can go ask him for some info and then catch him up to speed. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I mean, no, he's focused and he probably can't hear us right now.
Well, the battle going on down there is pretty loud. I'll agree.
Man, they're getting their asses beat.
Yeah, so
I guess-
Hey Ash, that's what you look. Hey Ash, that's what you looked like. Wait, was Ash the one that got? I forget. Did Ash get got during the battle with the sirens, or was that in the battle after?
I can't remember.
Yeah, no, I think he was fine in the battle against the sirens. I think he just got in the battle after.
Yeah.
Well, you all can continue with your banter. I believe I'm going to start walking around and keep an eye out, well, a feel out for anything of the energies that we're concerned with.
Yeah, if you can feel the same
Yeah.
energies you felt in the bracelet, definitely notify us.
You'll be the first to hear, I assure you.
So as it stands, Cumaenos, the vibes in the area are pretty intense. There's a lot of people, not as many people as there were in the club, so the sensations aren't nearly as overwhelming as before, but it's kind of, it's borderline claustrophobic. Like you can feel a lot of things from a lot of people, but it's not so much that you wouldn't be able to detect the bad stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, he will crankily wander off and go and begin doing that.
Alrighty. What are the rest of you doing while Cumaenos is scanning?
I
Well,
want to go talk to, Oliver.
Oh, you want to go talk to Oliver? Alright, he's just standing there.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You'll come with Crew?
yeah.
If the wall should let you go through.
1 second, I have to.
Arrow keys.
Yeah. I could use my mouse. I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go just approach. Be like, sup, Oliver.
Let me see here. 1 second. He's a fighter. He should have high perception. Wait, did I not level him up? Once
You did not level him up, no.
Yeah, at level 7, he should be master in
Yeah,
perception.
I did not level him up. No, he's still level 5. Crap. He still notices you regardless. Yeah, despite it being somewhat crowded, he notices you approaching. So he's not on guard, so to speak. Oh, it's you. Hello. What do you want?
We're just looking around. Scouting for info, as usual. I guess you're sizing up the competition.
He'll glance over his shoulder towards the man and woman in the ring right now. And he doesn't answer for a couple of seconds, but you do manage to catch him staring. I guess you could say that.
Is there something interesting about that particular pair?
Again, silence for a second or two, as if he's debating on whether or not he should say anything. And then eventually he sighs, nods to the woman. You see her over there?
I do, yes.
That's my sister.
Oh. Really now?
Yeah. And the guy she's with? That's my best friend from back home. Also, apparently her fiance.
Congrats.
Isn't that something to be happy about?
Oliver makes a face and folds his arms over his chest. I'm not sure about that. I have mixed feelings about it, honestly. They found me the other night, after the club, and, well, Cecilia gave me quite the lecture. A wry smile passes over his face.
Well, they come a long way to come see you, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, her and Roland are getting married, and she told him up front that she wouldn't marry him unless I was there. So, they both came over looking for me. I guess I didn't cover my trail nearly as well as I thought I did.
So what are you gonna do then?
I was thinking about it, but I guess after the tournament is over and whatever's going on here is resolved, I'm probably gonna go back home with them for a little bit. Put my search on hold for a little while, and you see him pause and sigh and stare over at his sister. And I think I'm gonna be there for her for once. She was really upset that I left her 7 years ago.
Well, at least you're prioritizing family.
She's pretty much the only family I have now. She made a pretty good point of that. She was really pissed off about me running off to find out what happened to my parents.
Or more specifically, your mother.
I forget, did Oliver find out about his mother?
I think we did.
I'm
not
know,
sure
he
if
doesn't.
Oliver did. That's up to you, because he had a lot of research about that in his tent.
He did, yeah. Oliver will bristle a little at that. And glare at you, Doc. Well, my search and whatever I'm looking for and whoever I'm looking for is always going to be there. Celia and Roland, they aren't always going to be. So, might as well spend some time with them while they're still here.
That's
Who
good.
knows? Who knows? Maybe they might decide to help me out. We'll see.
Well, I'll say that if I do happen to find out anything more noteworthy, then I'll be sure to let you know.
He'll make a
Because-
face.
Your stuff is kind of connected to what we're looking for, I think.
He'll make a face at you. I'm not sure I want you poking around more into my personal life, to be honest.
I'm not saying we're doing it on purpose. is that if we do find out anything while doing what we're doing, then yeah. Give you a little heads up.
Grumbles. Fine, I guess. I appreciate it. Celia did say our father back home did have some things to tell me, so I guess I'll find out more if he knows anything.
That's good. By the way, have your tussles been going?
Pretty well, I'd say. Near the top of the rankings, but I've got a bit to go.
Very impressive.
I trust you all have been keeping busy.
Yes.
You can say that.
We're actually looking for. Do you know of any concerts that have been happening around here?
Oliver will tilt his
Regarding
head and think
regarding
about
you
it.
know who?
Concerts,
I know
huh?
you've been tracking him.
Well, there have been quite a few concerts happening around here lately. Not exactly my thing, but I've not been able to track them accurately.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Roughing up people can only get you so far, and that's all I really know how to do.
Yeah. Well, I'll just give you this heads up that stuff's probably gonna go down real hard in the next few days. Because the one we're tracking is expediting their plans, so to say.
I see.
So hopefully, keep yourself wary and don't let what's over at the group fighting them get caught up in it that much.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, if for any reason someone approaches you and asks you to or gives you this kind of bracelet, shows a picture of the Brave Knight one, and just don't put it on. Just don't trust it. It cursed. That's the word.
Would Oliver recognize it? That's a good question.
Well, as soon as Croux shows him the picture, you'll see his eyebrows practically disappear beneath his bangs in surprise. Oh, I've seen a few of those around lately. More and more people have been wearing them, and he'll
Fuck.
nod to a few people in the crowd, and even just in your immediate area, you can see a few people wearing them already.
That is.
Oh no.
troublesome.
Oh no.
Crew, do you make that noise? that
That
noise
is that is Crew in character. Exactly. I can't describe the face. You know the face.
Yeah. It's like, it looks like this, pretty much, right? D colon.
Yeah, very D colon.
So, upon hearing you make that noise and that face, Oliver will detect that something's up.
That doesn't sound good. What's going on? What do you know?
So,
Okay.
Mako, you know how I said they're cursed?
holds.
Yeah, keep it on for like a couple hours. You won't be able to take it off. Keep it on for a day, and it whispers this next part so as to not cause a panic. Kinda kills you and brings you back as I think it's called a grave knight.
Yeah, as far as you know. I'm just using that
That
term
that
because...
was in character. That was in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, that's just the term I'm using because I can't really think of anything else. They might not actually be called Grave Knights, but hey, that's what we're using right now.
Grave Knight's a sick name at the
Yeah,
end of the
Grave
day.
Knight's
It's
a
a
sick
sick name. Why would it be
Yeah.
called anything different?
We don't know how many are cursed, but there are some cursed ones out there. And there's
Some
a
of them are
certain...
just
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them are cursed, but yeah, we just know there's like a stockpile of them, and it definitely works.
And you know who's been handing them out, so you can act on this info how you wish.
Oliver will fall silent for a minute or so, trying to process this information. But there's a deep frown on his face. I'm honestly not sure what I could do with this information. It seems like there's already a lot of them out there, and if what you say is true, we could be dealing with a very, very bad situation in a matter of hours.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to deal with it either, because it may be a little too late to be able to confiscate them without mass panic.
Well, I guess we'll just
Maybe
have
we
to
can-
find him.
Yeah, that's our priority. We gotta find them.
Maybe if we
So if you
maybe
can
if
help
we can
us-
convince enough people there's lead in them or something, that'll get them to take it off. Listen, there have been what's it called when like a product has to be sent out of stores because
Product recall.
there have been product recalls for lead before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It could be a way to do it without causing mass panic.
Oh, Crew. Actually, I have an idea for this. You go. You do your actual computer skills and put out tons of messages on like boards, internet, TV. Like these
Hey
need
guys,
recall.
I felt kind of weird. Just over the course of a few hours, make a full story and a subsequent news report. Just like, hey guys, I put this on earlier after got it during a concert. It started feeling kind of weird, so I just felt like testing it for lead, just because why not? And it's sort of insanely high, like a test that shows a ton of lead in that thing.
It also
Then-
melted to my skin. I can't take it off.
You don't need to add that part.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
If people find out they can't take it off, that can cause its own set of panic. This is gonna the plan or the goal, if this is a thing that we're actually gonna do, is to make people want to take it off, and then, if at all possible, we could just like, if you are finding that you are unable to take it off, go to location where we can
Go to a
I don't know,
hospital.
go to a curse breakers are in hospitals. Go to a hospital. We live in a world where healthcare is good. Go to hospital.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, that's actually not a bad plan though. Hey, Phoe,
Yes.
what do you feel about campaigns to lie about lead poisoning?
I mean, so there actually is a mechanic that you could use for this, and I believe it is called So Rumor. So hang on, let me look this up.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Now we're thinking like TTRPG players.
Yeah, I love that Pathfinder actually has stuff for this. So, okay. So, technically this is a firebrand thing, but this is situationally appropriate. It is actually a feat, but because like this is kind of integral to your plan, I'll let you, I guess, use it. It requires expert in deception. What is all y'all's deception?
Let's see.
I think
My
Cumaenos actually has the
deception-
highest.
My deception is trained with a plus 11.
Mine is trained with a plus 12.
Deception, you say?
Deception?
Deception, yes.
I have a +4. I am
I'm
not the
plus
most deceptive.
3. I am not trained.
Ash is plus 10 trained.
If at all possible,
Jake,
I would like to, instead of rolling, if I am to roll instead of rolling deception, could I roll like influencer lore? Just because instead of just lying on social media, I'm doing it in such a way because through influencer lore, I know how people get attention
Yeah.
and subsequently use said attention. So I want to use my knowledge with that instead of just my knowledge on how to lie.
No, see, you just go and you say that, oh, you hear about so and so who got canceled last month? Oh, they had a sponsorship deal with these.
You know, I actually was waiting for you to mention your influencer lore because that actually would be incredibly appropriate for this situation. So I will
Using the
allow
influence
you...
lore to get people to stop wearing the bracelets.
Yeah, I will allow you to use your influencer lore to sow rumors.
You don't even have to lie, technically. You can just be like, oh,
Yeah.
do you know who's handing these out has mafia connections? What the fuck, guys?
Do you know that they've done some bad stuff?
Oh my god. I figured out my downtime. Call out video.
Yeah.
Call out video, yes. You know, actually, hold on, wait. That could actually work for us also in a way where we draw them out like, hey, it's finally time. Fight us, nerd.
So I'll actually.
I've come to make an announcement.
And just for the sake of funnies, make it, you know. Yeah. Actually, would you be in it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm making a call out video and I'm posting it, I'm gonna do it properly.
Well, you're gonna be on TV then. Good job.
So
Fuck.
hang on, I'm just gonna paste this just to show you all what So Rumor does. So hang on. Doo-doo.
Good job, Crew. You're doing the one thing you wanted to avoid.
All I can think of is the Sonic Adventure 2 fan-up. I've come to make an announcement.
So this is what
Oh
So
gosh, that's
Rumor
complex.
does. So this is what So
Okay.
Rumor does. So instead of using deception for this role, I'll let you use your influencer lore instead. Basically, all it is that you spend your downtime, which is usually would be gather information. Instead, you're sowing a rumor. So doesn't matter if it's true or not. You're trying to get people to spread gossip and do something. So I'll let you use your influencer lore for this specific role. I will set the DC for it.
We're really doing cancel
And-
culture on Metalmancer.
Yeah. Basically, what I need you to tell me is the content of the rumor, how you're phrasing it, how you're framing it, and what you're trying to get people to do, which you've already kind of said. And that will kind of influence
the DC ice set. Ice set.
Yeah,
And then I'll have you roll.
Yeah, I think the ultimate rumor is, like, the base rumor is because though we could go for the call-out video, I think that to me is expediting further. What I want is to, because a lot of people have these bracelets, and as far as Crew's abilities lie, it is impossible to determine which are regular, which are cursed.
Mm-hmm.
So the current goal of the rumor is, or like, what the rumor is I think I'm gonna stick with the lead poisoning, because it has metal in it, right?
Yes, they are metallic.
They have to have metal in them because, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. So it's just, what reason would it be for having lead in it?
I mean, it's an armor piece, kind of, almost.
Yeah.
They
wanted to make it feel heavy.
Yeah, heavy metal.
They wanted to make it feel heavier.
Yeah.
They wanted to make it feel heavier so that it would. Yeah, they wanted to make it feel heavier so that it felt more legit, but they didn't want to. But they didn't want to like splurge on like actually useful metals, so they.
Like tungsten.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, they've used lead. I'm going to. Do I want to use the people in the earlier concerts?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that mentioned that they felt sick.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have pictures of them with the bracers or other metallic seeming merch on?
Oh, actually, that does make this rumor seem more believable because there's
Exactly.
always stories about this or something.
Of course, I'm going to be doing my utmost to censor any real private information, like covering their face, blocking out the handle. But the tweet will be shown of them mentioning them feeling sick, and also showing that they are wearing the quote-unquote lead.
I went to this concert and I feel really sick, but I got this cool bracelet.
Yeah, like you did spend time previously scouring social media for this info. So yeah, no, you would know this, yeah. So there would be pictures of people wearing the bracelets, like, oh, look at what this cool swag that I got from this concert I went to today.
3 hours later, guys, I threw up.
Yeah, guys,
Hang
I threw
on,
up.
no, like, they see you add onto the post just a picture of Cumaenos in like an awkward pose with his like hands hunched in front of him. Look what it did to this guy.
Yes, do that, totally.
Okay. So. Alrighty. Alright, for it. So I will ask you this, like, doing all of this will take you the better part of a day to do. When would you like to enact your plan?
Crew has a lot of different monitors. He has a lot of emails. When he gets home, once we're done, like, being in the street, he can sit down, he can open up his laptop, he can open up his phone, he can open up Mate, get a 5-monitor desktop up. That's when he's gonna start it. So,
Alrighty.
I think we
right
also
now
use-
he's just
yeah.
gonna be like, I think right now he's just like after the conversation, he's gonna be preparing the quote unquote evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's time to actually start posting, that's gonna be once we get back.
Alrighty, so that'll be after you guys are done being out and about. So I won't have you make that roll now. Just remember this for... Oh, you're gone next week. Oh.
I'll roll at the end of the session.
Yeah. Actually, roll it right now. That way I'll note it down. And that way I'll have that be what Crew's doing next session while you're away.
Can I clue in?
Oh.
I don't know if that works.
What's your
I am
lead
doing
currently?
a skill check likely related to one of your leads.
Yeah, you didn't set your leads for today.
Darn it.
Yeah. I mean, You can set them.
It takes
I
all
kinda
of
have
a
a minute.
It takes all of a minute to set your lead. You could just
Yeah.
do that before I roll in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have said the leads were, one, finding Quint, and two, these darn bracelets.
Yeah, the bracelets in particular, I think, would be a good lead.
Yeah.
Like a specific lead. So,
They are a
alright.
cause of concern, therefore, yes.
So you get the +1 circumstance bonus to your
if-
roll.
Alright, let me add that, and I'm going to hope I have a lower DC with the adding of the evidence.
Yeah, so I will not tell you what the DC is, but it is slightly lower with like all of the evidence that you have decided to amass, and
Alright.
I will tell you the results later.
Alright,
Come on, crew, crit fish.
once I'm just debating if I can. Right now, I'm trying to quickly run through everything we know to see if I can add anything more to this, to the lead poisoning story.
Okay, let's look at our inventories real quick, Do we have
I offer
anything
my
funny?
picture as tribute.
Yes. That's one. Okay. I'm trying to look to see if I have anything else that's funny that we could use, Just trying to see. We have, one of the actual bracelets with us, so that's something.
I could make the bracelet
Oh.
grow legs.
Right,
Like,
I
skitter
forgot the thing.
around.
I forgot the initial part of this. I wanted to fake a lead poisoning testing kit because those are real. You can test for lead at home. You can buy them for some money on Amazon.
I can
I
also
wanted
make
to
it just
fake-
make it just grow limbs and eyes. I think I wouldn't want that on me.
Yeah, it's cursed. It's cursed. Hey, look at what happened to this thing after X number of hours.
I tried to take it off and it bit me.
That
That's less
Although
believable, but also more funny.
that's a post that's going to be added a couple hours after the initial post of just once
Oh no!
Once there have been
crackpot theories.
yes, crackpot theory / hey guys, I tried to take this off. I can't take it off. Help. What do I do? Guys,
Hit
please
me.
help. My 30 followers, please help me.
Picture it on your arm with just legs on it
Yeah,
and
that reminds
eyes
me.
and
So,
teeth biting on your teeth.
I think because the posting is going to happen when Crew's home, I think he's going to... I think I'm going to spend... Crew probably has some lead in his work kit.
I mean, you probably would. You're a mechanic / engineer.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
bits
it's
of
like,
metal
very...
everywhere for various projects.
It's kept in a separate smaller container, of course, but probably would have lead, so don't even need to fake the test. Probably wording is just lead contamination isn't all of them have lead. It's enough of them have lead to be a concern, so that even if there are some people who happen to A, have went to a concert and gone merch, and B, have a lead testing kit at home, they wouldn't just immediately go, oh, this is fake, mine doesn't. Mine didn't test, so...
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
So I will be adding that to the evidence, a
Yeah.
positive, lead testing, yeah.
This is gonna be fun to explain to Nate next time.
Alrighty, so
Yeah,
while
y'all
that's
have fun
going
with
on-
that.
Well, that's going on, Cumaenos. You're roaming around trying to check for vibes. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you looking
That's
at?
what
It's kind of
Should
just
I roll?
wandering about. He doesn't have a particular place that he's thinking of that would be involved. He's just kind of well, what's over here? What's over there? What is? What's that?
So, any specific thing that you're trying to focus on or trying to pick up?
Any familiar energies compared to the bracelet or the warehouse that we were in, stuff like that.
Alrighty. Well,
one second. Let me check what feats you've got. Also, yeah, you can go ahead and make that roll. Let me check Cumaenos' feats for a moment, so I can remember or refresh myself on how they work. 1 second. So we have the life sense. You have the arcane sense. Oh yeah, you can just have the detect magic going on. At will. You have the aura sight. That's
This man is nothing.
Okay.
But
Jesus, 32? Holy shit.
Hey, if that isn't a crit success, I think this is it. Nope, wrong one. My once a day. I'm burning my once a day.
All right.
If that is not a crit success.
I won't tell you. I will tell you.
You know what? I'm
the
just gonna burn it.
results.
I don't care. Sending
Alright.
it. I want this.
The max.
I want this bitch
efficacy?
doxed.
Sure. All right. So let's see. The aura sight is once per hour.
Yeah, we'll handle Cumaenos before we get to that one.
And psychometric resonance. That's for objects. Okay.
Actually, for the psychometric thing, I think if you actually, like if you're looking for a specific emotion, like you just kind of like go about and like the emotion like pings and then you find out which object has it.
So the read psychometric resonance functions essentially like detect magic, but you're looking for vibes or specific impressions. Okay. Oh, but you have to touch things.
Just casually brush by people and touch them.
Oh my god. Is that what you're doing? Like, casually bumping into people?
And he just like leans on his staff like he's using it as like a walking stick, like he's having trouble walking. But then he'll like, stumble and like touch things and whatever.
Alright.
I made it at 7 years old. That's not true. I'm in my early 20s.
Alright, let me roll something real quick here.
Phoe's rolling.
Okay. So Cumaenos, while you're wandering through the crowd, searching for any unusual vibes, for the longest time, nothing seems amiss. Like, you get the usual rowdiness and excitement of the crowd, watching a fight take place. But at some point, that vibe changes. It's faint at first, but it grows steadily stronger. You're not exactly sure where it's coming from, but it seems all around you. And it feels almost like... the best way I can describe it, like a cold, nauseating feeling. And it's not just one, you feel several of these around you. And before long, it starts feeling suspiciously like the aura that you get from the bracelet that you guys found.
Okay, so it feels like there's like enough of a concentration of sources around me like that it's like gets more and more as I get further and further into the crowd.
Yeah. And roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if he just bumps into Quint.
You know what? That's a 3. I'm gonna use a reroll on that just because.
Alright.
That's a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
Okay.
we love it.
That's good. Alright. So, Cumaenos.
Where?
For a little bit, you're kind of distracted, focusing in on that negative feeling. But out of the corner of your eyes, you manage to notice a couple of people around you, and further into the crowd. They look not well. Like they're getting sick. They look almost faint, or you see somebody doubled over in pain. And you also notice that these people
are also wearing the same kind of bracelet that was found on Myiari.
Okay. As a brief reminder, what was the name of the group that was in town for the what was it, the Harrowing, I think, right? Something like that? Like just the month. Because there was a group of people that were in town because of that, right?
Yes.
Try to
The
remember the
Harrowing's
name of
pretty
that
much-
group.
Oh, that group.
Well, no, there was
okay.
like a specific group that like usually was around to like deal with it, like problems like that around this time of year.
Oh, like you mean like the church people, religious stuff?
Yeah, there was somewhat. There was like, wasn't there a group of that around? I
Was
thought there
there?
was.
No. Like that's generally like security around the Harrowing that's left up to the guilds and errants. But there's a bunch of different guilds that are actually in town. So there's not one specific, but usually clerics are left to deal with like not clerics.
Yeah, clerics sort of stuff.
Yeah, there a lot of clerics deal with harrowing stuff, particularly if it deals with undead fiends or whatever. But then you have, you know, rangers or druids dealing with the more unusual natural stuff that might happen. So
I get you.
yeah.
Well, what I would say then, what Cumaenos would do in response to that is for the people that seem as though they're like being particularly affected at this stage, he would go up to them and be like, "Excuse me, child, are you feeling well? You seem as though you're distressed."
This guy's mask comes up to you like, "Are you feeling distressed?"
Amazing.
So Cumaenos, the person that you go up to, they are not doing so hot. Their skin is pale, and wherever the bracelet has contact with their skin, what's visible at least, you can see dark veins of energy just flowing out from that. And the person stares up at you with a really strange emotion. And the vibe that you get right now is extremely strong. It is a mixture of terror and an uncontrollable rage. And I'm gonna end session at this point, but beginning of next session, we're rolling for initiative.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
We can bring it.
Yeah. So you like all the people with bracelets, you can see them turning.
Oh,
Yeah. Because
That's
remember,
pretty neat.
it takes some time for the bracelet to take effect. I think Ash actually figured this out. It's an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
So-
feel like these bracelets are remote controlled.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, you don't know.
Because they suddenly all go, huh, they're hurting.
Yeah. So, Crew rolled the influencer lore check already, right? Oh yeah, you used your thing. So
yeah. So I doubt I hate to say it, I think with my ones today, I doubt I didn't get a crit success.
yeah, I'll be upfront. You did get a crit success with that upgrade. Like it was just a normal success before, but you upgraded to a crit. So your rumor's going to spread like crazy, and
That will certainly help
Oh
die
yeah.
down
Also,
this crisis.
because the rumor is being spread once we get home, if
yeah.
Mate is recording more often than he isn't. That is something that has been established. The
Yes.
chances are high that he is seeing someone turn and able to zoom in on the bracelet. If anything, I might even just throw away the lead narrative, actually. Just why go for lead poisoning? No, these are obviously cursed. Maybe throw in lead as well, just as like
Yeah.
saying bad stuff. Just like this guy does bad things, but I think we just have curse. I think we have the curse. Just
Well,
That's
yeah,
why I
just-
said I just wanted to grow legs on it.
I didn't think if people were transforming, I think lead poisoning is easier to believe than massive curse. This is going to be something people hear about, and I can direct the blame.
yeah, but
I
also
love
remember
how
for
the
it, this is, yeah.
Yeah,
This
I love
is
how
a-
like the lead poisoning is just gonna be like the slightly lesser evil now.
It's like, oh yeah,
And it's
this
cheap,
thing-
too.
Yeah, this thing is cursed. Oh yeah, and it also has lead poisoning.
Listen, it's an infection of the mind and an infection of the body. It curses your soul and it curses your veins.
This is a
Doctor,
modern
man,
fantasy
send him to
setting,
hell.
so it's not that out of the question that like there could be a curse outbreak.
Yeah.
You know?
Alrighty.
They've tried to put a curse on it to make it seem more grunge, but it's like an actual curse.
And the harrowing is actually a worrisome thing, so not that out of the question.
Alrighty, so
I still think I'm not gonna go with the lead narrative anymore for the rumor, just instead showing the curse taking effect, since we have evidence of that.
Alright, so we'll end session here for today. I think you're going on vacation starting next week, and you're gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'll probably have somebody take over your character in combat for next week, which should be fine, I think.
Entirely fair. I give all of you permission to use my hero points, since I inherently get 2 at the start of session.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll
just
have
feel free to
that.
use them. Though also, Phoe, remember, you have a misfortune to use against me, but not me.
I do. I do have a misfortune that I can use against you. So yeah, we'll still run next week, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But I might take the 1 week off to prepare like the final maps, because you guys are getting very close to the end now.
We are, yeah.
That's fine.
I have one map that I need to adjust with some stuff. But yeah, you guys are getting close to the end. You got your plans.
Also, I
Yeah.
have one more question, Phoe.
Yeah.
Where are the sirens? Because I thought they were gonna like meet us here or something.
Oh yeah, they're probably on their way.
Okay.
So
Maybe
Oh,
finish up
I
the
can
arc.
use the sirens to help spread the message, because they already have a following.
yeah. So yeah, the sirens will probably show up relatively soon. But yeah.
Hey, can you
I-
repost this for me, please? Thanks.
Could you? I've already prepared the twitlongers for all of you. Just please do me. Please do
Oh,
this
God.
favor for me.
Twitlongers are definitely not a good thing to see most of the time.
Nar.
I genuinely get a pit in my. Even when it's posted as a meme, I get a pit in my stomach whenever I see just a twitlonger.
Yeah.
I will say, like, well, I can understand it being used for like its intended purpose, even if it's not for like something shitty, where it's like, oh yeah, I just have a lot to say, and I'm not gonna pay for fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's like
yeah.
when it's like explicitly like my experience with X and X and so, and it's like they're great people. It's like shut the fuck up, fuck you.
Yeah.